Sick. So for all you guys out there, if you don't have a proper warm-up, you don't have an active dynamic warm-up to do every day before you lift or before you throw, then you're really shorting yourself, not only in performance, but also in injury prevention. The warm-up is essentially a good place to fit in all of your prehabilitation exercises to include, so you don't re-injure your low back. A properly planned warm-up will help keep you healthy. So I'm just gonna go through a list of exercises that I do to help keep me and my low back healthy and warmed up and stable to help keep me, locked in so I don't aggravate my low back. Number one, stability planks. I got these from Dean Somerset. They are very good and they're not your normal planks. I will link the article down below. The biggest thing with these stability planks is squeezing your glutes and pulling your elbows down so you can really activate everything along the torso, your lats, your abs, your glutes, your hip flexors, everything, your quads. Everything is locked up and stable, creating stability around that joint, which will help teach you how to brace properly and stabilize your spine and your pelvis. On top of that, for a while I was doing some postural rehabilitation institute stuff. I'm not an expert in the PRI stuff, so I'll attach a video link down below from Juggernaut Training Systems. I don't know, that's kind of the first look I got at this whole PRI stuff. Once again, helps teach you how to brace properly, blowing into balloon, exhaling, squeezing your rib cage down, tucking your pelvis. Stuff like this is all crucial to teaching pelvic control and pelvic stability. After that, I go through some beast crawls. They're like bear crawls, but much more rigid, where you really focus on keeping your back flat like a tabletop, hips and knees at 90 degrees and taking one small step at a time. And this is actually training the contralateral slings of the body. So your contralateral sling, meaning your right arm down to your left foot, there's a sling that goes through here, and that's where all the throwing motion comes from, especially in baseball. So using the beast crawl, both contralateral variation and ipsilateral, meaning there's an ipsilateral sling too. So when you go to throw a punch, the power comes up through the right leg, through the right side of the body, through the right arm. Training the contralateral slings and the ipsilateral slings and all the fascial slings of the body will help stabilize the joints and the muscles around the spine and around any area that may be giving you grief in the form of some sort of injury. Another good few exercises to look at is the McGill Big Three. Specifically for me, I like the McGill curl up. It's like a sit-up almost, except you have one knee flexed and you only curl up, about 4, 5, 6 inches off the ground, and it really activates your abs. Once again, this is another exercise that I started doing just this past month that really fires my abs up, lights them up, and activates them, if you will, strengthens them, turns them on. I don't know. All in all, a good warm-up and choosing the right prehab exercises, the right warm-up exercises to include will help keep your back so much more healthy. This isn't the one instance where I said maybe just try out what I do, see how it affects you, change exercises, experiment, figure out what works best for you and what helps keep you healthy. If you do have low back pain, there are a few things that you should not do. Number one is stretch it. Do not stretch a tight muscle. Keep in mind that the body is so much smarter than you could even comprehend. So, like I said, there's symptom and there's cause when it comes to injuries. When something tightens up, which is a symptom, there is a reason why it tightens up. If your erectors, if your low back tightens up, it's because it's trying to create stability where there is not stability. So stretching your erectors when they are tight will introduce more instability, and in the short term, after a stretch, maybe 5, 10 seconds, 20 seconds afterwards, you may feel slight relief. But then in the long term, you're ultimately hindering yourself. It's probably going to end up getting more tight. Don't stretch your low back when it's tight. Do something like the stability planks, or do some beast crawls, or do something that creates stability, not introduces instability. Same thing for rolling out. Don't roll out your low back if it's tight. Try it once again upstream and downstream, your T-spine, your hips, your glutes, your hip flexors. Try rolling those things out, but don't roll out the low back directly. Don't stretch the low back directly. But once again, it's that low back is just compensating for other things. If you loosen it up, you lose that compensation and your body is back in the fight or flight. I don't know what to do, so let's just tighten something else up or tighten the same thing up even more to create even more stability. Keep that in mind. If you guys enjoyed this video, share it with a friend, share it with your teammates, share it with your coaches. That way you guys can all stay healthy and we can all throw farther. Smash that like button down below. Let me know that you guys enjoyed this video. That way I can make more videos just like this. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. What else do you guys want to see? Sean Don, peace and out. Go keep those backs healthy.